All right, kids, so here is where we start applying our systems of equations. All right, so now you've read that, and we're assuming there's no dilapidated animals, so chickens have 2 legs, pigs have 4. So the first and most important step is to define 2 variables. Now the way we're going to do that is we're going to define variables based on the question. So whatever the question's asking, we want our variables to stand for the answer to that. So it says how many pigs and how many chickens. So we define our variables to be the number of pigs and the number of chickens. That way when we solve for x and y, we've answered the problem. Now, we ask ourselves, how do we write relationships of variables based on the numbers or the info given? So sometimes one variable will depend on another. Other times we can look for totals. In this case, we want to look for totals. In some way, combine the variables to equal those totals. So there's 50 total animals, and it says there's 130 total legs. Well, since we've defined our x and y to be number of pigs and number of chickens, number of pigs plus number of chickens gives us the 50 total animals. Now, the number of legs is different number of legs per each animal, and we know to look for that word per. So there's 2 legs per chicken. Per usually is going to tell us that we have a coefficient. So for every y, which is number of chickens, we're going to have 2 legs. So 2y gives us total chicken legs. And then 4 legs per pig, 4x gives us total pig legs. Adding those together will give us the total number of legs. Now we have a system of equations, and we're going to use elimination method to solve, which was the last lesson that we learned. Multiply the top equation by a -2, so the y's cancel out. Gives us x equals 15 pigs. Plug that back in, and we get 35 chickens.